Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna speak about makeup brushes and which makeup brush is for which product. So without any further ado, let's go straight into the video. Just one more thing, I've decided to make this video because I've noticed that a lot of women around me doesn't know how to use properly makeup brushes. That's why I want to make this video, to make you easier to use makeup brushes and to be more prettier when you do your makeup. So first group of brushes that I'm gonna show you is eye brushes. For the eyes, for everyday makeup look, you will need only 2 or 3, maybe 4 basic makeup brushes. For the beginning, for applying the base or primer or concealer or whatever you put before the shadows, you have to use a flat brush that looks like this. For the persons who has smaller eyelid, I suggest to use the smaller brush. I have a lot of them because I'm working with people, with a lot of women, and they have different face shape, different eyes, everything is different. But for yourself you need only 1 or 2, one smaller and one bigger flat brush. I suggest you to take something in the middle. You see, I have here 3 makeup brushes. This one here is the biggest, then in the middle you have the middle one, and on the end there is the smallest one. I suggest you to have, like, if you are doing only for yourself, you need just only this one, like medium one. And that brush you can't use for blending, you can use it only to apply the concealer or base or whatever you put before eyeshadows. You can use only to apply. Then after that you have to blend it. For that I suggest you to use or a beauty blender. Mine is from the foundation, I'm very sorry. There is a lot of shapes. The smaller ones are for the eyes or hardly reachable places. Or you can also use a flat top brush that looks like this. I'm sorry, my phone ring. Yeah, as I said, you can use a flat top brush that looks like this. For this brush you cannot blend anything. I mean, you can't blend shades, but you can blend the concealer or eyeshadow base. It acts completely the same like the big foundation brush. The same, it's just a smaller because your eye is smaller. Next one is the crease shade. For that you will need a very thin blending brush. I'm gonna show you. It looks like this. There is a larger here or smaller, but it has to have it has to be very thin because you want to put your shadow only on the particular area of the eye, basically in the crease. After that, for applying the outer corner or the lid, just the lid, you can use the flat brush, sorry, flat blending brush. It's like you can use it for blending, but I usually use it to apply the black shadow on particular places of my eyes. After that you will need the blending brush, and I suggest you to have 2 blending brushes, because if you are making up yourself for night out or something, you will need one clean and one for the shadows. So the clean one has to serve you like to blend everything that's, you know, sharp and it's not compatible for your eye look. For the inner corner, I'm using a pencil brush. There is a lot of them, a lot of shapes. For the very inner corner, I have this one very small, when I want to highlight just this part of the eye. But usually you can do it also with your finger if you're doing for yourself. And next I have this one from Real Techniques. It looks like this. Then I have this one from Kala. I don't know if you heard about that brand. And I have this one, it's more flat and more fluffy. I use it usually for pigment or for glitter when I want to highlight my eye. That's basically it for the eyeshadow brushes. Now I want to show you the brushes for the eyeliner. There is a lot of eyeliner brushes, a large variety of brushes, but I have here three basic brushes. This one here, I'm gonna show you. This one I've got with my L'Oreal gel eyeliner. For the liquid liner, I suggest you to use this one with longer hair. It's very thin, very thin, basically few hairs in it. And it's very pointed, and you're going to be very precise when you do your eyeliner. For the eyebrows, I'm using this flat pointed brush, and it's perfect because it's flat. It's very good with powdery products, and also with with gel brow pomade or anything that you use. Next thing I'm gonna tell you about are makeup brushes for face. So first thing you're going to do is to apply your foundation. How to apply it? You can apply it with your fingers, but you're doing for yourself, if you are doing for yourself. But I suggest you to use a brush. For that you need this flat. It's the same like I showed you the small one on the beginning for the eyes. Just this one is bigger because you're doing with your foundation on your face. So with this brush you can only apply the product. You cannot blend it because it will leave the trails behind it, and it's not gonna look any good. So this one you use to apply the foundation. Then after that, for blending the foundation in, you can use a beauty blender or any of those brushes for the blending of the foundation. You can see that they are very different shaped. For example, this one is very short, this one is longer. Why? Because there is the texture of the foundation is not the same for every foundation. Some of them are very thick, some of them are very like liquid. For those that are very liquid, you can use this one, because that one can control and easily apply all the liquid foundation on your face. And for those that are for those foundations that are a little bit thicker, you have to use this one, because if you put a thick foundation on your face and you use this brush, it's going only to take all the product into itself, so it's going to eat your foundation and you're not going to get anything on your face, because this brush is not strong enough to, you know, blend the foundation into your face. For that you're using this one. It's a little bit stronger than the other one. And there is also this one, the brush. In the middle they put a small hole, I don't know if you can see. It's basically meant for you to put the foundation there and then apply it. But I wouldn't recommend to you to do that, because I tried and it was disaster. And I'm not using this brush very often. I think I never use it, it's new. Then you have to set up your makeup. For that you have a lot of brushes. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you three basic shapes. For those two are the same, just the size is different. This one, the rounded one, is very good if you have a big face and if you're in a hurry. It's very fluffy, it's big, and you just, you know, fix everything and go. You're ready to go in seconds. But if you are oily around your eyes or around your nose, or you see how I have on my job here like a line, if you have to reach some places that you can't reach with this big brush, you cannot, you know, if you did your eyes and now you have to fix your foundation, you have to use a brush that has a point edge, you see, like this. For that are these egg-shaped brush. They look like egg, and on the point is very thin and it's very soft. So when you take the product, you apply it like this and it fixes perfectly. You have also different sizes for the different size of face, as I told you. Next thing is blush. For the blush, make sure that you use a very gentle brush. You cannot use a brush like this or a brush like this. They're specifically for the, you know, for applying the foundation, for blending it in and the rest. This one is also very thick for the, it's very hard for the blush. But I have here two brushes that are perfect for the blush. You see this one I'm using for the blush. So it has to be like a fan, you know, it has to be very soft and fluffy. Next thing is bronzer and contours. So for the bronzer I'm using this one to apply it. You see it's flat and it's very, very strong, you cannot blend with it. I just apply my bronzer and contours with it, and for blending I'm using this edged brush. You see how it looks? And the most common mistake that all the girls do, including me, I was doing that since 2 or 3 months, when I saw on YouTube that I do it very, very wrong. What we did that we put this edge, we put like this. No, it's very wrong. You have to turn it around, other way around, and start from here. And trust me, you're going to get much better effect with using it like that. And that leads us to the last brush. That's the brush for the highlighter. Basically, for highlighter, those fan brushes are meant and made for highlighter, but I don't suggest you do that, because if you apply your highlighter with a brush like this, half and even more of product is going to just disappear in the air, because this brush is very, very big for the highlighter. I personally, I don't like to shine a lot. I don't like when my face is all shining. I just like particular places of my face to shine. It's about the blush. Then if I maybe you try to use this one. It's a little bit thinner and smaller, but what I suggest you to do, I suggest you to take the blending brush for eyes, but choose the ones with the longer hair, you see, and they are very fluffy and very thin, and you are going to have all the control over your highlighter when you do it. That's one tip from me. But if you find these brushes helpful, you can use them as well. They are actually meant for the highlighter. So guys, that would be it for today's video. If you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And also don't hesitate to comment down below what you don't like about my videos, what you like, and what you suggest me to do next. So, kiss you and see you next time. Bye!